Well, if you're busy, I could come back. Maybe we can have lunch later.
No, now it's fine. It's fine. I'm just a little surprised that you're here, that's all. Please, have a seat.
You're looking well.
Thanks. I started running again. I'm up to 6 miles a day. Well, what about you? Are you exercising?
Not unless you call running around the clinic exercise. I wish I had the time you do. I only meant that we're working hard. Things at the clinic are just as busy as ever. Well, I'm sure they're just as busy for you. So, how are things going? Are you getting settled in?
Yes, my patient list is building nicely.
Well, I know it would. You can't hide a good doctor. So how's Laurie? I mean, have you heard from her?
She's fine. Laurie's doing fine, and Scott's fine.
Good, good.
Look, Dave, you could have found out all these things by going over and talking to Terry. Why don't you just tell me why you're here?
Why, Miss Carpenter, what a pleasant surprise.
It is still Mrs. Sumner, Congressman. Have you seen my father?
No, but obviously I'm expecting him. We have an appointment here this morning. Please wait with me.
Perhaps for a few moments.
Oh, good. The time passes so much more quickly with a friend.
I beg your pardon.
Excuse me, with a friend of a friend? I was referring to Dan Myers. How is he these days?
This will be the second time tonight I've had to relay this information. I hope you take it better than Vaughn did. Go on. Tina gave her testimony at the Sumner annulment hearing today. Now, I expected her to say that she and Vaughn had an affair before the wedding. That's all I wanted her to say. And she didn't stop there. John, she says she's pregnant with Vaughn's child.
I'll kill him.
Aren't you going into Greenbrier a little bit early today?
Yeah, I am.
Whoops. What could they possibly have you doing at this hour? You couldn't possibly seat anybody before 10 a.m.
No, the place isn't open. It's just the manager wants to see me.
Oh, I hope nothing's wrong.
No, in fact, things couldn't be better.
What?
Well, from what I hear from the other hostesses, that's what Mrs. Stevens, she's the manager, does when she wants to give someone a raise.
You're gonna get a raise?
Looks like it.
Oh, that's great, Nancy. Now, didn't I tell you all that hard work would pay off?
Yeah, well, I really attribute it to my DOMI training.
I'm very proud of you, no.
Well, thanks. You know, it's going to be great to have a little extra spending money. There's this pair of earrings that down at Harrison's jewelry store that I've had my eye on. I'm just dying to get them.
Nancy, don't say dying.
Why not?
Well, you won't die if you don't get those earrings, that's for sure.
No, I won't die if I don't get them, but I'll really live with them. You know, Brian Graham really thinks I'm special. When you have a guy like that who's interested in you, well, you've got to be prepared. Got to have all the clothes and the jewelry and Your hair just right, and... What do you think about me getting my hair cut?
Nancy, you're right. It's good to be prepared, and it's also good to face up to your responsibilities, like paying your rent.
I'm glad you brought that up, Ione.
Oh, you are?
There's something I want to talk to you about.
Well, then go ahead then.
Sit down, Ione. Ione, sit down right now.
Nancy, what is it?
Sit down.
All right. I'm sitting.
Look at me.
Nancy, what is all this about?
You want to talk about rent, remember?
I know I did, but I didn't know I have to go through all this in order to do it.
Look in my eyes.
Nancy, I don't like your tone.
We will not talk about rent, Ione. Not now or not ever. Do you understand?
Come on, do I need a reason to come and visit you?
No. But considering how infrequent your visits are, I would say you have one.
Yes, you're right. And that bothers me. Our friendship has deteriorated to the point where I need an excuse to come and see you. And if I don't tell you what it is in the first 30 seconds, you stop and ask for a reason. Don't you think that's a bit childish, Ben?
Dave, if you'd been put on the defensive as much as I have, you'd understand.
Well, maybe the only person putting you on the defensive is you.
If you believe that...
I do
then-
believe it, at least where I'm concerned. Do you know why I came here to see you? To see if there was a possibility of you being my best man.
Out of obligation because Terry will probably ask Laurie to be your matron of honor, right?
See? There you go again.
Dave, it is a valid observation.
It is not. Not when you consider what our friendship was until you came here. And I don't want to hear any of that garbage about how my disapproval contributed to the way things are now. You deliberately left the clinic and broke all friendships and all ties. You don't know how I feel. You've never given me a chance to explain.
All right, I'm giving it to you right now.
I think your decision was right. You were unhappy, and so you did what you had to do to change that. And I would never presume to tell you what you could or couldn't do. And all that so-called resentment was yours. And I'm the one who should be resentful.
I'm sorry, you're right. You're absolutely right. I'd be proud to be your best man, Dave.
Wake up. I said wake up, man!
You pull yourself together. Surprise, Mr. Rich and Famous. I got a couple of questions for you, and you better have some answers for me, you understand? I guess it's too late to ask you what you're doing here, so let's start with where's Tina? And let me warn you, Mr. Sumner, I don't know is not a good answer.
I'm sorry if I brought up an unpleasant subject, but I thought Dan Myers was your lawyer.
Was my lawyer. I dismissed him yesterday.
Oh, then you've taken your father's advice to find more capable counsel?
Excuse me?
I was at your home when he urged you to drop Mr. Myers.
Well, you seem to have hit upon a string of bad subjects. That was an unfortunate confrontation and one that I do not wish to be reminded of. Your reputation for being tactless is well deserved.
Please forgive me if I've offended you.
Lee, I'm sorry. Courtney, what a surprise.
I need to speak with you.
Yes, well, I would like to speak with you, too, if you wait till I finish with Congressman Crothers.
Now, excuse me, Preston. It turns out we don't need a long meeting after all. Now, with your permission, Mrs. Sumner, I'll keep your father for just a minute, and then he's all yours.
Look, that's very, very nice of you, but unnecessary. She won't mind waiting.
Preston, just hear me out. The computer will be delivered to Dave Phillips' clinic in a couple of days. It's been very generously donated by an associate of mine.
Good, good. Thank you. Another detail out of the way.
And even more importantly, I've been able to tap into a couple of special housing and urban redevelopment funds. With a little talking, I've gotten them allocated for Chesterfield residents who can't pay their relocation fees.
Wonderful. An interesting point that will make you seem very civic-minded in the upcoming campaign.
You make me sound like an opportunist.
You don't need any help from me on that.
Well, I've said all I needed to say, so I'll let you two get back to other matters.
Thank you, Lee. Thank you very much.
Goodbye, Mrs. Sumner.
Congressman. Thank God he left. I have got to talk to you.
Yes, yes. I tried to reach you yesterday afternoon, all afternoon, and then last night.
I was out.
So I surmised. Being unable to reach you, I was forced to try and contact Dan Myers. Apparently, he was out also.
He was at the hearing.
You know very well I meant after the court session. I expected a call from you. I wanted to know what happened at the trial. And I want to know what's going on between you and Dan Myers.
A subject that I thought was closed.
I want to know what happened at that trial, Courtney.
Very good news from where you sit. Vaughn won. The annulment was denied.
Was denied?
Yes. Oh, but that's not all. No, according to the testimony, Vaughn Sumner, my poor, impotent, sterile husband, has been carrying on an affair with my best friend, Tina Brubaker, and is the father of the child that she's carrying.
He's what?
Amazing, isn't it?
Amazing. But I thought that would be impossible. I mean, how could he?
Come on, you can't tell me you believe this.
Well, you said it came out in court yesterday.
Yes, these are the lies that my husband and my friend perjured themselves with.
But why would anyone make a claim like that? I mean, it could be so easily disproved if it's a lie.
It is a lie. I can't believe it. You actually think this is possible.
Well, I don't know what to think. I think we should give Vaughn a chance to explain.
Never. No. All I have ever done is give Vaughn a chance. He'll pay for this one.
I don't want to repeat myself, Mr. Sumner, because you're not going to like it if I get mad.
I'm telling you the truth. I don't know where Tina is.
Well, then what are you doing here? Did you think that after you did all this damage, you were going to come back and just have a couple of more good times? Is that it?
Does it look like I came for a good time?
Well, then what?
I came here for the same reason you did. I wanted to talk to Tina. She never came back last
Well,
night.
she just disappeared.
Yeah. I always thought it was the guy that did those sorts of things in these situations. But no, I'm not running out on your sister.
You got that right, buddy. Because now I'm involved, and I'm going to see to it.
But once I have a chance to talk to her, that won't be necessary at all.
You can forget that, too.
What?
My sister is not getting an abortion, and you're not getting off the hook that easy, pal.
Come on, I didn't mean that.
Well, that's what it sounded like.
Because you haven't given me a chance to explain.
All right, mister. Let's hear your explanation and make it good.
I'm not the father of that child.
Very original.
I'm telling you, it's true. I am not the father.
You're calling Tina a liar?
I'm just saying it's not possible.
And what about all this secret witness stuff, huh? Two of you lying in court?
No, what we said in court was true. But Tina and I were together only once.
It only takes once.
It was over 6 months ago.
You and I, we're gonna go find Tina. And then the three of us are gonna sit down. We're gonna have a little talk.
That's fine. But I'm telling you, it's not my fault.
Will you excuse me if I have a real hard time believing you, okay?
I don't really care what you believe.
Yes, you do. Yes, you do. You care.
Are you through?
What? Wait, look into my eyes. You didn't hear me. I will not pay
Nancy,
rent.
stop that.
I will not be controlled by any kind of...
Nancy!
What?
Now you look into my eyes. I've got something to say to you. Now, what is all this ranting and raving?
I'm not paying rent, Ione. You know, there are more important things in life. I can't be paying out money for this. Things cost money.
Things cost money.
Yes, they do. And I'm not going to be maneuvered into this rent situation. I'm not going to be controlled like that.
Controlled?
Yes, you just don't want me to be paying any money to Vanessa, right? You want to control me through my money.
That's it. I've had it. Now, I'm going to give it to you straight and tell you the truth.
I am not listening to any sermon.
Oh, you can call it anything you want, sweetheart, but you are going to listen. Now, things that are important in this life are things like love, patience, kindness, and self-control.
Things that you can't get by paying rent, right?
Oh, I beg your pardon, but you've had your full share of those things in this house.
Oh, so that's what you want me to do. You want me to pay for your kindness, right?
I'm not saying that.
So what are you saying, Ione?
I'm saying there's a simple way to get the important things in life, and up to now, you have broken all the rules, girl.
Look, I do not have to listen to any of this
Oh,
nonsense.
yes, you do. You will sit down and you will listen. Now, believe it or not, giving is a lot better than receiving.
So that's what this is all about, right? You don't want me to give to Vanessa, but you want me to give to Ione.
Oh, Nancy, listen to me, sweetheart. You know, Jesus has been given to me. And I feel that I want to give it to as many people as I can. Now, in this house, you have found love and kindness, not to mention groceries, heat, and hot water. Now, because of my belief in Jesus' house and Christ, Nancy, what is it,
Will you
sweetheart?
just leave me alone?
Nancy, is anything wrong?
Nothing is wrong. Nothing is wrong. I'm fine. I just don't want to hear any of this talk. I don't want to hear any of this talk about...
Nancy, sweetheart, I want to help you. You're just in this thing over your head, sweetheart. You know what you're doing. You're making friends with people in high places, and they're not the kind of people that you can handle, Nancy.
You know what I can handle? I can handle you. And I don't need you pushing me around.
Come on, Vanessa, don't play it. Rory! Oh,
Oh, it feels so good to be back home.
oh, it's good to have you back. How long have you been here? Where's Scott?
Well, I've been here about an hour. I just took Scotty by Mom so that I could come over here.
Oh, how did he travel?
Oh, he was great. You would have been so proud. He was a real trooper. And he just stole Mary Ann's heart, and Jason's too.
Is everything fine with them?
Oh, yeah, they're great. They're great. They have this great place at the beach, and they even have a boat. And Mary Ann has become a fisherman. She has a great tan, and, well, you know, they just both look fabulous.
So do you.
Thanks.
So did you have a good time?
Yeah, I did.
Good. I really missed you.
I missed you, too. Vanessa?
Yeah, well, you remember Vanessa. She was Brian's date at the charity ball.
Yeah. So does she greet people the way I just greeted you?
No. Yes. What I mean is, she's a little different. She likes to try and be cute, you know, like Brian.
So you've seen her? Here at the Institute, I mean.
She's come around a few times, mainly to see Brian. But look, you've been away way too long to waste time talking about other people. Now, don't get me wrong, I'm very glad you're here, but why today? I thought you would spend the weekend down there.
Well, when I get you home, I'll talk to you about that. But right now, this is more important. I was a little afraid
Afraid?
of the reception I would get from you when I got back.
Why?
Because we have some unfinished business. I still think that I was right when I went to the mayor's dinner.
I do want to talk that out, but I want to do it at home later, okay?
fair enough, as long as we do talk about it.
We will.
Okay.
I just want to hold you right now.
Oh, it's so good to be back, Ben.
Ben? Oh, I'm sorry.
It's okay, John. Come on in. No problem.
Hi, John.
Hi, Lori. Nice to see you again.
Good to see you.
What can we do for you?
I just take a minute of your time. I want you to hear this before you heard it on the news.
Oh, whoa, wait a minute. Last time you said that one of my patients was dead. I think you're going to have to come up with another line.
I think you're probably going to have to come up with a different problem. Beverly Randolph is dead.
Ben?
My patient. What happened, John?
Well, Ben, this time there's evidence, and that evidence leads right to you.